Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 21-day Mindful Movement Challenge. For today's sequence, we're going to be doing a little bit more of an energized sequence of some traditional yoga poses, but we're going to do them as a micro movement, and of course, we'll do them mindfully. So we'll be standing for most of this sequence, and then we'll be sitting for our breath work. So you can grab whatever you need to do your breath practice after, and then come onto your mat and we'll get started. And so let's begin with our 3 regulating breaths. Taking a nice, easy breath in and exhaling to sigh. Or really begin to allow yourself to fully arrive into this moment. Maybe one more. Inhaling, nice and easy. Exhale, make whatever sound you want. And letting your breath return to normal. I want to do a warrior sequence today. Typically, when we think of the warrior poses in yoga, we think of these big lunge movements, but we're going to do them on a very much smaller scale today. So what I want to do before we get into it is warm up the body a little bit. So we'll do that with pendiculation. If you're not familiar with that term, it's really just a big yawn and an organic movement. So you can try this out, initiate a yawn, and then see what movement goes with the yawn all by itself. So something spontaneous tends to happen. So if you just make yourself yawn, what you'll probably notice is the body both contracts and lengthens at the same time. And those movements tend to be quite good for your nervous system. So let's do that 2 more times in your own way. Initiate the yawn. And then letting whatever movement spontaneously happen. And if you don't quite feel warmed up enough to take the legs a little bit wider or to do anything lungy, feel free to pause and do another minute or 2 of warm-up movements. But if you do feel ready, what we're going to do is find our tensegrity stance. So if you're new to me, all that means is you take your legs wide enough so that you feel good and stable and sturdy. We're going to do warrior 2 from the yoga world. So what that looks like is a side lunge. So we have the one foot's going to point toward the short edge of your mat, and then the other toes are going to point toward the long edge of your mat. And then you're going to bend into a bit of a sideways lunge. But when we do this on a micro scale, the idea is that we can take the legs narrower and bend the knee less, or we can take the legs wide and bend the knee more. But the idea is that you tailor it to what your body feels good about in this moment. So I'll let you explore that a little bit and find a nice good size of lunge for you. I'm going to demonstrate it nice and small. So we're going to do 3 poses here, and feel free to kind of come in and out of it as we go. If your leg gets tired, straighten and bend as needed. The 3 movements that we're going to do is a side bend to the knee. So we're just going to put our hand on our knee and just lengthen through the back side of the body. And then the other movement is we slide the other hand down the back leg and we lengthen this side of the body. So we side bend this way and then side bend that way. And we're going to do this as a flow. So if your leg's getting tired, feel free to take it out for a moment and then come back into it. And let me walk you through how to do this as a nice, easy, fun, feel-good flow. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and we're going to bring our hands to the middle of the chest. And then as you exhale, you're going to reach the arms apart and lean into your bent knee. And then you're going to bring the hands back to touch in the middle. And then this time we're going to reach the hands apart this way. So backhand slides down your back leg, and then we return fingertips together. And then exhale, hands apart. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, hands apart. Inhale, hands together. Might be enough times that you're feeling that leg tuck a bit, so let's shake it out a little. You might want to bounce to let the body sort of shake that off. And then we'll go the other way. So again, finding that nice stance where you feel good and secure and stable and nice happy foundation. And then we turn the one foot, other foot stays facing forward, and then a little bit of that side lunge. And again, so this is the motion. If you want to, look at me for a demo. So we have the hands apart, hands together, hands apart. So when you're ready, let's exhale. Have that left hand coming onto left knee, right hand reaching up, and fingertips together. Then right hand sliding down right leg, left hand lifts up. And then we'll go into a nice, easy flow. We're going to exhale, side bend reach. Inhale, fingertips together. Nice long spine. Exhale, lean back and reach. Inhale, fingertips together. Let's do one more on this side. Exhale, reach. Inhale, fingertips together. And exhale, reach apart. And inhale together. Bounce a little bit, shake it up. I'm going to invite you to do it one more time with me, because if you're brand new to this, you're probably just now getting the hang of it and didn't really get to enjoy it as a flow. So let's do it one more time. So have your legs at that good distance apart where if you wiggle into it, you feel good and strong. And then your right foot's going to turn out and left foot stays where it is. We come into our side lunge here. Bring your hands together so maybe your fingertips touch here in the middle. And then we're going to exhale. So the right hand comes to right knee and we lengthen. And then we inhale, fingertips together. And then we're going to exhale, reach apart. And inhale, fingertips together. Do two more. So exhale, lengthen. Inhale, touch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, touch. If you're really enjoying it, feel free to pause and go like 3 or 4 more rounds. It can be a really great way to get some nice training in the legs with also the mental benefit as well. So let's switch. Go one more time to the other side. Come into your lunge. I'm going to demonstrate maybe an even smaller version for some of you who are new or that might have felt like too much. So we would just bring the legs closer together, less of a knee bend, and then just a little bit less of that bend. So we don't have to move a whole lot to get a big amount of benefit, and especially when we're using a lot of the mindfulness. Let's go into a flow. We're going to exhale, reach the fingertips apart. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, reach. Inhale together. Exhale, side bend and lengthen. Inhale together. Last one. Exhale, reach. And inhale together. And then stepping the feet together, we'll do a little bit of the rebound. So what I want to do is a little bit of an interoceptive practice with our rebound today, and a really great way to bring this into almost a meditative effect is to do a bouncing, but incorporate visualization at the same time. So imagine that you're standing on a trampoline or something bungee. And as you bring your body to a bounce, you can feel the earth under you rippling, or maybe it's an elastic or a trampoline of some sort that's bouncing back toward you. And imagine that you could feel the ripples from under your feet all the way up your legs. Feel the ripples all the way through your belly and chest, and maybe even all the way into your arms. Even imagine that you are a water container, you're a water bottle, and your whole inner system is filled with liquid. And as you bounce, you could feel it vibrating and rippling and waving on the inside of you. Let's go for 30 more seconds. Nice, easy, subtle bounce. And then let's sit and do our breath practice. You can sit in any position that you would like here. If you want to be in the hero pose like this, or in a cross-legged pose, you could do that, or sitting in a chair also works. And today I want to do a really simple breath, and we'll do an interoceptive again breath practice. So how this one works is we'll take a little bit of time to enter mindful attention, or paying attention to the breath, but in particular paying attention to how the breath impacts your system. So take 3 or 4 breaths right now. And as you breathe in and out normally, take a moment to get really curious about what is the quality of your inhale that you enjoy the most? What's your favorite thing about inhaling? Maybe it's energizing, maybe it feels refreshing, maybe it's nourishing. You just pick one thing. And remember that, and then track your exhale same way. So exhaling and noticing, what is your favorite thing about exhaling? What do you enjoy? What quality is present as you exhale? Maybe it's soothing or settling or calming. So hopefully by now you have 2 words. And what we're going to do is breathe in and out, repeating those 2 words to ourselves, but really with the intention here to deepen in to your lived experience of those qualities. So go ahead and give that a try. So every time you inhale, you're going to say the word you found, like nourish. Every time you exhale, you're going to say your second word, maybe soothe. It might change as you go too, so feel free to try different words as you go. We'll take about 10 of those breaths now. Each time you inhale and you say your word, can you drop even deeper into what that's like to feel and notice that quality? Maybe it's coming alive in your body. Maybe it's growing or getting more expansive in your body. Inhaling and exhaling those favorite qualities. 5 more breaths. And if you would like a longer practice today, I really encourage you to continue your breath awareness and meditation practice for even longer. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. With that, namaste.